need it.
Okay.
And I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you. So this is using Coldwell Banker tools. I'm going to turn my camera off there because I talk with my hands a lot. Using Coldwell Banker tools to enhance our social media presence. So, oh, and there's our social media presence there. What can we use that's in desk? I am a very big fan of being efficient and effective. If something is already done for me, I am not going to recreate the wheel, but I'm going to use that to my advantage. If it can make me money, if it can reach out to other people, I'm going to go for it. So there are several different options in here that we are able to utilize when we go through desk that we can push out on social media. So some of them are a little more obvious than others that you might already be using. So if you're already using it, I apologize. But maybe this is a tip to use it more frequently. We'll just go with that. So the first one that I always like to mention is InTouch. So we have our agent website. With our agent website, we can go into our website at any time. And actually, I'm going to log in as one of you and show you how to do that. So Steffi, you were the first one on the call. We'll go in and I'll show you. You can actually share, and I wasn't sure if you were aware of this. You can feature listings on your InTouch website. They don't have to be your listings. If you don't have any listings, you can feature listings on your website. So you would log into your InTouch. We're going to click on this listings tab right here. And we're going to click on market my listings.
Wait, I'm sorry. I didn't see that.
Nope, that's okay.
I'm sorry.
So we're going to go into InTouch right through desk.
Okay.
And then we're going to click on that listings tab that's on that like blue bar at the top. And this is why I don't have a camera on. I'm sitting here waving at you. Listings, and then we're going to do market my listings. And then when that comes up, if you don't have any listings, that's okay.
Yeah, I don't now.
They're all sold. Doesn't have any listings right now. That's okay. We're going to click on where it says market my listings show. I'm going to click on my office's listings. What comes up, and this is really a great tip for floor duty, just FYI. On floor duty, I like to go through this entire list because what else do I have to do during floor duty? Sometimes I'm doing my other stuff, but I like to go through and look at everything that's currently on the market so that when I get that floor duty call, it's already recognizable to me. Somebody calls and says, I need information about golf court. Oh yeah, that's okay. I got that info. I'm kind of familiar with it. You can go through, you can feature these on your website. So my suggestion would be, I only want active stuff featured on my website, or maybe I want everything featured on my website. You can go through and you can click, check off any of the properties that you would like featured. If you determine in your marketing that those are only going to be properties with professional photos, that's okay. It's completely your marketing. Maybe it's everything. So here now we've gone through and I've put some active properties. And I'm going to go ahead and go to Steffi's page. So let's see if she has that already set up in the widget. So here we have very vibrant, beautiful photo. We're going to scroll down. We got a featured. Oh, so we have a featured property there, and hers is set up with a template that I can actually scroll through these featured properties. So you're able to do that and you don't need permission. You don't need permission to do that. You're allowed to feature as many as you would like. I'll show you this morning. Olivia and I did this on her page as well. And hers is set up a little bit differently. So she's got the four cross. And you can sit here now. Now, what does this look like to you when you first go in? These are Olivia's featured properties. It looks like she's got a bunch of listings. That's what it looks like. Nowhere on here does it say, hey, look at my listings. These are just featured. Hey, check these properties out. I can click on this and I can see all of the featured listings that she has. So here I can, now it really does look like these are her active listings. They're not, but it looks like it. The benefit of this is at any time, if I forgot to post something on Facebook, oh shoot, I forgot to post something on Facebook. I don't have to go into the MLS. I don't have to go anywhere and search for anything. I have to make sure it's Coldwell Banker listing. I can go to my website. I can scroll down. Oh, that's a pretty house. I'm going to click on that. I can take this link right here. I can copy this link. I can go straight away to my Facebook business page, and I can just slap that baby on there, put it on my Facebook page, share it out. Now, I will tell you, it is a very good idea, professional courtesy, to double check with the agents in your office. And you can see here, I shared this morning. To double check with the agents in your office that it's okay to share their listings. Do you technically have permission? Yes, you do. Professional courtesy, I always like to double check, because what if she's signing a contract on this property right now? I might want to share something else. But I'm going to take that listing, that link that I copied. I'm going to go ahead and create my post. I'm going to paste that in there, Control V, or I can right click and hit paste, and it's going to fetch that preview for me, and I can type something and I can post it. Now I'm also able to go over to Publishing Tools, and you'll see here I am in the new Facebook. I can go to Publishing Tools. Maybe I don't want to post this right now. Maybe I want to go in and I want to grab a bunch of these and I want to post them later, because I have permission. The listing agent said, go ahead, like Mary Driver. Mary Driver said, please push my name out. Tell everyone to share all the things. If I have a listing, everyone's allowed to share it. So I'm going to go into my scheduled post. I'm going to create my post, and I'm going to do it the exact same way that I just did. I'm just going to go ahead and paste that link in there. And of course, that would be for my In Touch website. This is Olivia's, just as an example. But then I'm going to say something about the property, and I'm going to schedule my post. And this is the time that I want Facebook to push it out, the date, the time that I want it to go live. Maybe I have a walkthrough tomorrow, or a birthday party, or I want to take a nap. Or I have, I'm showing houses, or I'm going to settlement, or anything, an inspection. I can set this up for that date and time. If I've been paying attention to my audience on social media, and I know that people are very, very active around 4-ish in the afternoon, maybe I want it to come out at like 4:04. You'll see here it needs to be within 10 minutes and 75 days from when you create it. So 4:04 today doesn't work, but 4:04 tomorrow does. And if I schedule it, so I'm going to cancel it because I already have it on my website. You'll see here it's going to give me a list of all of the things that I have scheduled to come out. Once I've scheduled that to come out on my my Facebook page, I can go back in and click on it later. Maybe I forgot. So I do have a little cheat sheet next to me that I like to write stuff down and keep myself organized, because I get very confused. When did I publish that? And here you can see I share mine from Coldwell Banker Homes just because it's easier. But yours will be from your website. Here I have just a little bit of information, and here's the property. Somebody can click through. They can see the property. They can get all of the information. If I realize that I double posted, so I set something up for 4 o'clock tomorrow already, or maybe at 3:30, or 5 something, and I don't want them that close together, I can click on the action button and I can reschedule this if I want to. So just know that that is there for you, and you can very easily find lots of stuff to post in here. Again, you can go through and click, feature this property on my website. If you want active under contract, if you want pending, anything that you want to include, you can do that. And you'll see now that I've clicked on all of these things, we're going to go back to Stephanie's website. And you'll see here now, it's going to go through and it's going to pull out some of those listings. So I can go through and view the listing. But it's only going to give me these 4.
Now, how come my featured properties are so big compared to,
I was
yeah.
hoping that you would ask that. So we're going to go into website and we're going to go into edit site, because that's actually what's called a widget. And we can go in and we can manipulate the way that it looks, because there's going to be different templates in the system.
Mhm.
So I'm going to hit on page here for my home, because that is on your home page. So that's on your home page here. And we're going to click on that drop down menu right there for page, and we're going to hit edit. So in editing this page, now I can manipulate the data, I can change it, I can do whatever I need to do. So the first widget that we have, or the first section that we have, is always going to be that photo.
Mhm.
You may have 4 photos that scroll through. When it comes up here, it's only going to show you the first one. Then we're going to scroll through. We see here she has some custom content here as well. And then featured properties. So you can see every time that I scroll down with my mouse, when I get to with my cursor, when I get to the next one, I'm going to get this gray bar. It's always going to come up on the next one. See, now it's going to pop up here. So I'm able to determine, now I'm on this particular widget, or in this section. I'm going to click on the kebab menu. So that little ellipsis right there, those 3 dots over on the right-hand side.
Right. Mhm.
And I'm going to click that. I'm going to hit the edit button. Now I've got options. So here we have it titled featured properties. I can scroll through and I can change the layout any way I want. There's 3 options. So I'm going to scroll through. Let's say I want this option. I'm going to hit the save button. And we always know we're never done with the save button. We have to preview and save, because we want to see the mobile, the tablet, and the desktop.
Mhm.
So now I have mobile, tablet, and desktop. And I want to save again, because this is what's actually going to save. Now I get that congratulations. I love it. I always feel like the website is cheering for me. I saved it. It's on there. And then that's how I feel when you put like onions in a pan, like they're cheering. And then I'm going to refresh, and now you'll see it's going to come up like this, featured properties. And every time that someone comes to the website or they refresh, they're going to move around. Then I can also click to see all of the featured properties, and then that's going to be anything that you checked. So you can see here I went through and I just checked a bunch of random things. I found things that had professional photos. I went through and checked them off, and that's what's showing here. Now, again, nowhere on here does it say, hi, these are my listings. But I guarantee you when you share these to Facebook, people don't realize they're not your listings. Me simply saying, check out this listing here, people automatically assume it's your listing. I'm not correcting anybody. Like, they can think what they want. I look busy now. I look mad busy. The other thing that you are able to do from the listings screen where we started, we go into market my listings. We go into my office's listings. This is also where you're able to easily share. So I don't have to go in. I don't have to open it. I don't have to get the link. I don't have to do all the things. I can go through and say, I want to share this particular property. So now I found this Brian's Garth. And I can literally hit this Facebook button, or I can email it to my client. I'm not a fan of Craigslist, but you could do Craigslist. I'm going to share to Facebook. The little bubble is going to come up. And because I'm an ADHD person, I'm going to hit this thing. I'm going to make it nice and big so I can see it. I'm going to click here. I don't want to share to my private Facebook or my personal. I want to share to a page that I manage. So to my business page, I want to make sure that I choose the page that's correct, my Coldwell Banker page, and I want to say something about the property. This could be something as simple as check out this brand new listing in Bel Air. Call me to schedule your private tour. If it's a property that I'm sharing, before I share it, I do want to open it up and look through it. Be very conscientious of what you're sharing, you're marketing, because somebody else did this marketing. Now, this one is Pat's. It's a beautiful home. What I can do is I can share this to Facebook. And you'll see here, because I already hit that button before, there's a cheat sheet over here that lets me know that I posted it. This is a very, very long list. I will not remember 2 days from now that I've already posted this property, but the cheat sheet right here lets me know I posted it on Facebook. Haven't posted it on LinkedIn or Craigslist, but I did post it on Facebook. That way I don't double up and post the same thing 2 days in a row. So I want to post this right now. I'm not scheduling. So I can go in and I can say, I absolutely love the kitchen in this home, home for sale in Bel Air. Which room is your favorite? Now I'm engaging people. I want them to look at this listing. People now, if you post this, I guarantee you I'm going to click on it all day long. All day long, I'll click on it because I'm a nosy person. Now I need to see this kitchen because you're my friend. I know you. What does this kitchen look like? And now I want to give you my opinion. The great thing about these opinions is nobody's wrong. Nobody's going to argue. No, the kitchen's better. No, the living room's better. Nobody's going to argue with anybody else. So it's a great way to get people to engage with you. And then I'm going to post that to Facebook. And you guys know me. I like to preview all day long. If I'm going to post this to Facebook, when it gets its act together and it posts, I'm going to go back to Facebook. I'm going to go to my page and I'm going to refresh so that I can see what it looks like. I want to make sure it looks good. And here's that post. And I'm 5 hours after the other one, some good. Absolutely love the kitchen in this home for sale in Bel Air. Which room is your favorite? Well, now somebody has to click on this and they have to look through all the pictures. And guess where they are? They're on my website. Suckers. Well, not really, because I want to send them to my website. I want them to be on my website. I want them to sign in. I want them to look around. I want them to see the other things. Like, there's other stuff on here that Steffi's got. I can look at things here. I can look at designations. I can look at incentives. I can look at anything else that she's included, communities, etc. But really, I want to look at this property. I can look through and I can see, what are all the really great features of this property. So mine might be, I love all of the windows in this room. Oh, good. I really do like the kitchen. So that's something that you're able to push out on social media. And that's directly from your InTouch tool. Something else that you can push out on social media is BrandServe. Now, BrandServe is going to have a lot of different assets that you can push out. Part of the trick of BrandServe is going in and poking around on it and seeing what's in there. So when you first get in, you're going to look and it's going to have any of the latest tactics that are new, social media stuff. What is this? Oh, it's so wonderful. Homes for dogs. Oh, love homes for dogs. So I can click on that. I can look through. I can see what is it. Here are some just different social media images. If I know what Homes for Dogs is and I want to post about it, I can do that. When I first come into the site, however, there's nothing in this tool that says, hey, click here for social media. So that's going to be under Tactics. Under Tactics, there is a little button that says Social. You can go to Videos as well. there's social media. Everything in here is free. The only thing that costs money in brand serve is if you have someone create bumpers for your videos, because then they bring in that graphic artist and they're never free. So just know all of this stuff is free. There are graphics in here that talk about Coldwell Banker. Please do look now for the CBR. I know they are beginning to take the CBRB out, but do the CBR for Coldwell Banker Realty. And you can just kind of look through and find there are pages and pages in here of different things to push. So here's a custom social ad for COVID. I can customize that. I can open that up. There are different assets here for a nurse, a football player, a trucker, a soldier. These all come from our ad. I do apologize. They are small. I'm going to control and scroll up. I'm going to make them big so that I can read them. Hometown hero, stay home, stay healthy. And then I can control and scroll again to make it the normal size. Once I found something that I like, I'm able to download it and share it on social media. So you're also able to share by title. You can see here when I click on the keyword search, mine comes up with some suggestions. These are things that I have shared before. Fair housing, I've shared holidays, listing concierge, small business, one of my faves. But I can go back in and easily access these again. So small business shout out. This is a really great example of something that you're able to share out on social media. I've also included mine on my website. My opinion is I spent the time to create it. I want it to live in more than one place. And in doing so, I've created an extra piece of social media marketing for myself. In that I haven't done these in a while. I can now take this post. I have on my website a little menu item there, business shout outs. Small businesses are the best. I love to support them when I can. I wanted to feature some who are working hard even through the pandemic, because we're still in the pandemic. I mean, let's be real. I can take this particular URL and I can share this on Facebook, and someone can see all of my small business shout outs. These were all posted on my Facebook page. I used to do them on Fridays. I need to get back into them. What this does is, before I posted these, I contacted these are all my friends basically. And I contacted them and I said, look, I'd really like to put you out on my Facebook page. Is that okay with you? And in every instance, they were like, oh my gosh, I'm so flattered. Really? You're going to put, wow. I'm so, they were all happy. I pushed Christie's out. Now, what this really did was it helped me to lead gen. By the way, I'm doing, real estate. I have this real estate business page. I'm starting to put out some, some people that I love, some small businesses. I want to give you some kudos. I want to try to help you out. Let me try to help you out. Christy has already given me a referral. Like, yay. It was a while ago. She's given me a referral. I know that I'm her contact person for real estate. But I wanted to do something. When I shared this on Facebook, and it was my mistake, I put 18 years. She actually has 20. But when I put this out on Facebook, it was shared 11 times. I had like 1,500 views. For my bitty non-existent new Facebook page, that was something else. But what it really did was it helped me to lead gen. Because I did have, when I started, I did some local places. I did Town and Grill and Pub first. Town Grill and Pub is where I played trivia before COVID. I know all the owners. They sent me, if you've heard my spiel before, they did send me a text message. I think she messaged me like 4 times. She was so excited that I had shared it. And I like to recommend things. Yes, I go here. This is a place, if you go to Joppatown, stop in, have a pot roast sandwich, get a cheesesteak, get some wings. This place is great. This is one of our go-tos. Same thing with Sapori. If you're ever in the area, you need Italian. Y'all already know about Box Hill, so I don't even have to tell you about that. But, if you need your hair done, like my one friend does Premier Designs, the jewelry. And I wrote to her and I'm like, hey, I sent her a Facebook message. I didn't even call her on the phone. I'm like, hey, can I feature you? She's like, oh, yeah, but by the way, we do DVTD too. I had no clue what this was, so she completely schooled me. Here's her website. So I've included her website. I do need to go back and hyperlink that. But I've given her contact information. When I did this, she also shared it. Hey, if you need real estate, you call my girl Angie. Now my sphere just increased. Does that mean her friends are going to call me? Not necessarily, but maybe a month from now, maybe one of them might say, hey, you shared something about some real estate person. Who was that? I need them. Could happen. Same thing with my friend Carolina. She does all kinds of graphics. She's a graphic artist. She does boats. She does all kinds of stuff. They were all so happy that I had pushed them out, but it also gave me an excuse to call or to message or to lead gen my own people. Did any of these people realize I was lead genning? Did any of them realize that I was trying to get business from them? Guarantee you they did not. I'm just helping them out. It's a great way if you do video. So not to give out their trade secrets, but I did talk to a group today. They did do a lot of video. Send a small business shout out at the beginning of the week and say, hey, join us on Friday at noon. We're going to push out some information. We're going to do an interview with this particular company. Check it out. Don't miss it. You're going to get more views on the video that way, or if it's Facebook Live. So there are things in here, and you can see there's different formats. I use the same one every time. I want it to be recognizable, but they're in here for you. There are fair housing tactics in here, and you'll see when you open that, it's a folder. So when I hit to customize, it's going to give me, there's 12 different assets in here that I can choose from. Now I had all these set up to come out. I do need to revisit them, make sure that they're Coldwell Banker Realty. But again, I can control and scroll and I can kind of see what they are. They're a little fuzzy here, but I really like these. It lets people know fair housing is really important. Everyone deserves a home. I don't care who you love, what you look like, what color you are, what language you speak. Like, I don't care. You need to live somewhere, and I will gladly help you find your home. That's my job. So you can go through, you can customize the name. I did like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but you could put, fair housing campaign for Facebook or Instagram or whatever. This just lets you know what it is if you put a lot in your cart at one time. I want to pick the version that I want and the DBA logo, and this is the most essential part. I'm going to put CRB, and that's going to bring up Coldwell Banker Realty. And I'm going to generate my proof. Okay, it's going to generate for me. In a minute, it's going to put me over to the next page. And I'm just going to remove items that I already had in there that I don't need anymore. And I'm going to check it off. I'm going to add it to my cart. Now, I do like this option because I can go right from here. I can go back into the tactics and I can go back in and I can add as much as I want. Once I'm done and I'm ready to check out, I'm going to add the things to my cart. I'm going to see anything that's needed in my cart. Now, see here, because I did fair housing, I named it Fair Housing Campaign for Facebook. If I decided I wanted 3 of the fair housing campaigns, I could name them something different and I would know which one they are, even though the folder is showing here. I'm going to hit continue. And then I'm going to place my order. Now, it is free. I like this. I feel like I'm shopping, not spending any money. The wallet is a fan. But now I have my fair housing tactic, and all I have to do now, it has changed for those that have used it recently. Instead of saying download, it says distribute file, and that is a marketing term. So I'm going to get the file now. I do like that it kind of spells that out for me. And I'm going to pull that file up. And here I have this beautiful photo. It is a beautiful family. It's Coldwell Banker Realty, so I'm compliant. I'm not residential brokerage. No home has room for inequality. And I want to save as, and I want to save it somewhere on my computer where I know where to find it. Now, I probably also want to rename this as something that I'm going to look for. And I will give you a trade secret. I have photo albums in my pictures. I have a brand serve file, and I have all of the holidays are here. I have my logos in here. I have fair housing assets in here. So I already have all of these. I just saved them all. So when I want to go in and I want to post this to Facebook, I know exactly what folder on the computer to go to, and I can grab these at any time. I can push them out on Facebook and let people know no matter what, they can come to me. I will help them. And sometimes I did have an agent that asked me in one of my classes, she asked me after the class, well, why would we want to put this out on social media? And I cannot begin to tell you the number of people that I know that are my friends that have had people that wouldn't help them. And it's shocking, like why? But this lets people know we will help anyone. Social, again, I would just recommend, there are a lot of pages in here. Kind of go through, open some of this stuff up. Obviously, we don't live in Utah. We don't need that one. But go through some of the pages, look at the different things that are in here. So there's a season greetings in here. You can go through Real Vitalize. Awesome. There are some awesome tactics in that. Let people know we have a program. Maybe they just need new carpet. Maybe they're holding out to list because they don't have money for new carpet. Guess what? They can get that money for that new carpet, pay that money back when that house sells, and it's probably going to sell for more money if it has brand new carpet and not like my house did, the funky carpet I had when I bought my house. Now you'll see there's holidays in here as well. So maybe I want just holidays. I can type in holidays as a keyword. They will be in alphabetical order. A little confusing. They're not in order by month, but they are in alphabetical order. November's coming up, so I can go in and hit this customize button, and I can pull those graphics, save them all to my computer. I can go and pull them up, and I can schedule them when they need to come out. So you'll see here we have Native American Heritage Month. There are 4 options for that. And again, I can control and scroll and kind of look. They're a little bit fuzzy, but I get the gist of what they are. I also have fall back. So we get to do that this weekend and lose an hour of sleep. Aren't you excited? The Marine Corps birthday is coming up. Love this as well. You'll see there's no DBA selection, just Coldwell Banker. That's okay. Veterans Day, Happy Thanksgiving. Again, we have options here. And you'll see that's where it ends. But I can go through, and now when I save, and this is why I said it's important to include the customized name. Maybe that's when I want to say, this is Native American Heritage Month. I want to select whichever of these options I like the most. And then the DBA, of course, is CVR, and I want to generate the proof. But now I can go back in to November holidays. I don't have to fulfill my order right now. I can go back into social. I can go back into holidays. Came right up for me because I've already used it. And I'm going to go back down. I'm going to find those November holidays again. And now I want to find the next November holiday. I'm going to go through until I have all of the holidays that I want. Maybe I'm just going to call fall back. And that one is fall back. I have the CVR, generate proof. But see, now when this comes up, I have 2 different options here. My tactics tile is always going to say November holidays because that's the folder that it came from. But because I gave it a customized name in this view, I can tell you this one is the Native American Heritage Month and this one is the daylight saving time. And it is daylight saving, not savings. Sorry. OCD had to tell you that. I'm going to check them off. I'm going to add them to my cart. I'm going to continue. I'm going to place my order. And now I have 2 tactics. I can go through, I can save both of these to my computer right now, and I can go straight to Facebook and I can schedule them. Guess what? I don't have to do that on November 1st. Maybe I want to wait till November 2nd to post the Native American Heritage Month, since I'm posting this November holiday. Or maybe I want to post this the day before to remind people. Don't forget to fall back tomorrow. Then I can go through and again distribute, get the file now, put that out on my Facebook, and I have good content. It's already created for me. The picture, I'm not going to get in trouble for using a picture that I don't own. I can just use that and have something to put on Facebook. But wait, there's more. You also have Prospect Square. Anybody that knows me lately knows I'm a little obsessed with Prospect Square. When you click on Prospect Square, you sign in. Now yours will go in straight away. Mine always asks me if I'm an admin or an agent. You're going to go in. You're going to see this lovely little menu that's going to come up on the left-hand side. And it's going to give you the option to look at reports. So I can go in now and I can just click on this area report and I can do the preview and share. And this is golden. I absolutely love this. I love these reports. They give you so much information about the area that you're in. So let's say that I'm going through all of the MA stands for Mid-Atlantic. And I will caution you to just double check that when you're checking them, that you have the one that has Maryland behind it, or West Virginia or Virginia, wherever you're at. If you're in Frederick, just know that there is a Virginia and a Maryland. Just make sure you're in the right state. And let's say that I want to share information about Cecil County. I'm just going to pull that because that's the one that's up on the screen. And I'm going to search for Cecil County. Now with an area report, so our quarterly report is going to be the county. The area report is going to be the county and all of the zip codes. So any of the cities or towns that have their own individual zip code are going to come up. They're going to come up with single families. Some will come up with condos. You can see here in Cecilton, there aren't any condos. It's a rural area. But you can see down here, Northeast does have some condos. Townhomes used to be included. I'm not sure. I think they might be trying to work those back in. But I'm able to go here and I can click on any of these preview buttons. So you'll see here, we'll do Rising Sun because it's right there. There's a little preview button there. And when I click on that preview button, it's going to let me preview this area report for Rising Sun. I have a robust profile with all the things attached, and I can look in and I can get all of the information I need for this particular area. This is fantastic information to put on social media. I share these on Facebook all the time. I love them. No one knows that I have a program where I click 2 or 3 buttons and share this. It looks like I must really know what I'm talking about to be able to tell you all this information. If you're a video person and you do videos, take a video of a local park. Maybe you're on a tree-lined street. Make sure not to get any license plates, but maybe you're out somewhere in the neighborhood and you're talking to people. You don't have to be on the camera. You can be behind the camera. And, you know, today I'm out in Rising Sun. I'm showing some properties. It's been a rainy day, but it's still a beautiful day. Just wanted to give you a rundown of some information while I'm here and I'm thinking about it. Did you know that right now, average days on the market in Rising Sun is down over 5%? But did you also know that the sales price has gone up almost 20%? Almost 20%. You're thinking about your home. This is a great time to sell. Like, I don't know if I would wait for spring. Now is a great time to sell because the sales price has gone up. We know all the interest rates have gone down, historic low interest rates. If you need a lender, I do have a team of lenders that I work with that I trust. I'm more than happy to give you a recommendation or a referral to someone on my team that I work with. I can give them information from this report all day long. Maybe I'm not in a video. Maybe I just want to share it. I can print this to PDF, take it to my open house, advertise for my open house on social media, and let people know, if you stop by my open house, I'll give you an area report to take with you. I can share directly to Facebook. That is the most popular. And we're going to click on that. And that's going to go through, and it's going to connect us directly to our Facebook. Again, we always want to make sure we're sharing to that business page. We're going to choose that page that we manage. We're going to say some information. See how COVID is affecting the real estate market in Rising Sun. Then I can say something, if you need more clarity on these figures or you're interested in pursuing, home ownership, give me a call. If you're interested in receiving this report to your inbox, let me know. And I post to Facebook. And I just posted something, so I'm not going to post now. You can also share on every social media platform available to you. There's a lot. I don't know that most of us know what half of these are. That's okay. Twitter, very popular. Pinterest, LinkedIn. You will not find Instagram, simply because Instagram is photo-based from your phone. But you will find a lot of the other social medias here. If you're someone that does those social medias for business, you can share it this way as well. But it's very anybody that knows me, again, I will show you my website. I have gone into my website. I have included these area reports on my main homepage because I don't want to go to desk and go to Prospect Square and go to reports and go to area report, preview and share, find it, look it up. I just want to click on it. Bam, there I am. I can share to Facebook right now. The other thing I can do is maybe I don't want to share this right now. Maybe I want to take these Prospect Square reports and I want to spread them out and I want to schedule them to come out. All I need to do is take my cursor and I want to copy this entire URL. So I'm going to hit the copy button. Again, I'm a big preview person. So I'm going to open at the very, very top. You can hit Control N to do the same thing. But I'm going to open a new browser and I'm going to paste to make sure that I have the entire link, because if I don't, it won't work. And I'm going to visit that area report. Okay, I have my area report for Port Deposit. I can go to Facebook with that link. I can hit the Publishing Tools button. And I am able now to schedule the area report to come out whenever I want it to. We'll see, Facebook is a little bit slow today. So I'm going to go over to the side where I have scheduled posts. I'm going to create my post. And I'm going to paste that URL that I got. So this URL right here, I've copied. I'm going to paste that URL as a post. It's going to fetch my preview. So this is what it's going to look like when it comes up. And again, I can say something about it, anything that I want to say. And now I'm able to schedule this again whenever I want it to come out. I will suggest, as always, anything I do is a suggestion. You're never mandated to do any of it. But if I'm going to have this come out, I'm going to pick a weird time for it to come out. Because if I visit your Facebook page and everything is posted at 9 o'clock or 11:30 or very rounded times, I'm going to think either you're a robot or you have somebody doing this for you. But if you're posting things at 5:13 or 11:31 in the morning, it looks very organic. And when it comes out on your Facebook page, what's going to happen is what people are going to see are those times. So anything over 24 hours will receive a time. This was posted at 4:04 yesterday. I was driving in my car. Guarantee you I didn't post this myself. It was scheduled to come out. In fact, almost everything that you'll ever see on my business page has been scheduled, unless it's something I've posted in a class. So see here, you'll see one of my reports. So you are able to go into Prospect Square. You can use these all day long, push them out, let people know if they want to receive them, they can contact you. I use basically the same blurb every time I send it out. If you need clarification, let me know. You want this emailed to you, let me know. You want to be a homeowner, let me know. I'm happy to help. I'm here to help. That's my whole thing. I'm valuable to you because I want to help you, period. Other thing that you're able to do. So for those of you who have listing concierge, you can go into your listing concierge order. You can use your social media tactic. You are able to use your flyer. You're able to use your DIY slideshow and your professional slideshow to post out on social media as well. And if you're really, really computer savvy, or if you're not, you can have a one-on-one with your field marketing specialist because we can help you. You can go into your marketing center in InTouch, and really anything that is in here, you can share on social media. I can go into email and video marketing or even print marketing, and I'll show you what I mean. So I'm in here, I'm looking at things, I find something that really catches my eye. Maybe this, I want to do the time to fall back. I hear you, Steffi. So I want to personalize this. I want to go in. I love this picture. It's really caught my eye. So I'm going to take this information and I'm going to highlight it. I'm going to right click. I'm going to copy. And that's going to be on my clipboard. So all you need to know for that is you can go immediately to your Facebook page and create your post, or if you want to schedule, it'll be the same process. And then I'm going to paste what that says right here. So rewind and relax. So it's not a header. I'm going to change that because my OCD said so. And then I'm going to click off and click back on. Now you see how this made this kind of blue? I'm going to right click and I'm going to save this image as. So I'm going to time to fall back. I'm going to save this image somewhere on my computer where I know where to find it. I'm a folders girl. If you saved to your desktop, the only wrong way to save this is if you can't find it later. I'm just going to throw it in brand serve because that's where I'm going to look for it. I'm going to call it fallback. And again, I do have that tactic that I prefer from brand serve, but maybe I want to give people different notices. I want to tell them today, and then I'm going to tell them again on Saturday. Maybe they missed the one that I post today. Then I can click on photo and video. I can go back into that particular folder. I'm going to do that pretty quickly. And I'm going to look for fallback. So I just hit the F button. It took me straight to it. Look, I have a post. I didn't do anything. This isn't really mine. I took it. It's from Market Leader. It's from InTouch. I can send this out as an email to all my people if I want to, but I don't want all of this extra stuff because that's not what social media wants to see. But this I can post, and then all I have to do is post, or if I'm scheduling, I can schedule. And that's what it looks like. Very eye-catching. People will see it in their news feed. I'm not really pitching anything, but I didn't even have to think about what I wanted to say because that's what I hear the most. Well, what do I say? I don't have to think about it. Go back in time when daylight saving times ends. Oh, yes, they didn't put the S. Thank you. Remember to set your clocks back 1 hour. What will you do with that extra hour? Reach out to me. We'll talk real estate shop. Of course, it's a little cheeky. Maybe somebody will call you at 1 a.m. Who knows? But here I have this information. Well, guess what I can do with this now? I'm going to wait just a little while. I don't want to make Facebook mad, but I can take this information now, and the little face that's underneath of all of your posts on your business page, you can click that little drop down. It's going to give you all the pages that you work with, and it's going to give you your personal profile. So you can see when it was first on here, if I hit share, I get 3 options: share to a group, share to a page, or copy the link. I don't want to do that. I want to put this on my personal Facebook. So I'm going to click that little head right there, that little button, and I'm going to pick myself, my personal Facebook. And then when I hit the share button, I have a lot more options. I can share now, where I'm not going to write anything. It's just going to share it over. The one I really want to hit, though, is I want to share to news feed. Now, that will go on your timeline. But when I share to news feed, notice that what it has here, oh, look, there's my business information. It's going to go with it. Do you think that any of my friends are going to mind seeing a time to fall back? Hey, don't forget to fall back. Oh, by the way, we can talk real estate shop. You know, maybe up here I want to say something. Maybe I don't want to say something. Don't forget this weekend is daylight saving time. Post. So now I'm taking something from my business and sharing it to my personal. It's not sales pitchy. It's not, here's my personal, and this is what it looks like. This is what it's going to look like in people's news feed. And from time to time, somebody will say, oh, oh, wait, this is you. Let me click that. And they'll find your business page, and they can like your business page and follow your business page. But I didn't have to think of that. All I did was go in here and look for something. Now I can go through the collections. If I want homeowner expertise, if I want buyer marketing, I want seller marketing. There are so many things in here that I can utilize. Seasonal. And then maybe I want to look for Halloween. That's Saturday. Look at all my options. You need a Halloween post? There's brand serve. Maybe there's nothing in brand serve. You can use this. You can look different than everyone else. Tricks or treats. And guess what? I don't have to think of what I want to say. I can personalize this. I can go in. I can take this information and I can copy this, put it on my Facebook. I can save this beautiful picture. I can push that out. And guess what? Nobody's going to come after me. That's Coldwell Banker stuff, and I'm a Coldwell Banker agent. So I don't have to worry about using anything that is copyrighted because this is created for Coldwell Banker agents, and that's what I am. So that's a lot of different options to help you. Again, In Touch, so many options, so many things that you can include on your website. Customize your website. That's a whole nother class. Take all of the things from your website, share them out, use your Prospect Square reports, use the brand serve tactics that are in there. If you do listing concierge, make sure that you're utilizing and maximizing all of the social media posts in there as well. It just gives you a lot of information. And in addition, I know this is Coldwell Banker Tools, but I am your Coldwell Banker tool, essentially. If you go into my website, you'll see I have a lot of subpages. Under my weekly wisdom, my cheat sheet is what to post on Facebook. This is what I go to when I need an article. Something maybe that's not Coldwell Banker, but that's fun. Better Homes and Gardens is my favorite. You can click on any of these. It will put you through to the links where you can get really great real estate articles, good content to push out in addition to your Coldwell Banker stuff. I did include guaranteed rate, how to curate engaging content on your social channels. And if you like to ask questions like I do, if you're a Canva person, you can make something creative in Canva. There are 120 different things to ask people, and you can get engaged with them. Engage them on Facebook. What's your favorite Olympic sport? What's your favorite food to cook? Different things like that. Sometimes I do that if I have a listing, I'll push out a picture of the kitchen. What do you think of this kitchen and my new listing? What's your favorite feature? I like to gear them to the positive, not what do you think? It's what is your favorite feature and what's the first thing that you would make for dinner in this kitchen? Something of that nature. But again, all of these things are here at your disposal. I know that I go really, really fast. So I do promise that we did record this session. It will be available to you afterwards. I will send it out tomorrow. So we'll